The Hyundai I30N, a vehicle that came into being with only one mission: destroy the Golf GTI. An assignment it does so well, VW fanboys had to show respect on a number of occasions to the N performance division. One such moment includes this one.
Shit. Can't catch up. Shit. That was a miss.
The I30N package is more powerful and priced to beat the Golf GTI. Once you understand who's behind the design of the vehicle, then it comes as no surprise why this vehicle is so good. First established in 2012, the Hyundai N Performance division had one mission: to make hardcore vehicles that will put outstanding lap times on the Nürburgring. It is no surprise then why in N mode this vehicle's suspension is extremely hard. In N mode, the suspension is so hard the vehicle feels as if though you're driving on a rocky surface. However, the benefit of that is a vehicle that is very good in terms of handling. The man behind the design of the I30N is Albert Berman, a former head of BMW's M division. After having spent some time with this vehicle, I can say without a doubt that he surely knows a thing or two about designing performance cars. In this video, we're going to review the I30N, drive it, launch it, and look at its cost of ownership. But for now, let's hear what the N Performance exhaust tune sounds like. And with our ears still erect, welcome to another review. The I30N was first launched with a manual transmission, and although that made it fun to drive, it was limited in terms of its full potential. The I30N features a 2-liter turbocharged engine putting out 206 kilowatts of power and 392 Newton meters of torque. Power is put to the ground via the front wheels. The initial manual transmission was a 6-forward gearbox. In 2012, however, the facelift came about with the DCT gearbox to match the DSG gearbox performance, and you have seen that the GTI was in trouble. Coming in at only 795,000 Rand as a package, the Golf GTI with all its optional extras and underpowered engine only has brand loyalty to hold on to. 0 to 100 km per hour is claimed to happen in 5.4 seconds in the DCT version. Fortunately, I only drove the manual and was at best only able to achieve 7.6 seconds from 0 to 100 km per hour. Let's launch the vehicle and see what it's all about. After 3 runs, the best I could do was 7.6 seconds, but that was the best and most engaging 7 seconds I have ever done in a vehicle. Now, I admit that if I had a little bit more time with the vehicle, I could do just a little bit better. Before we look into how the vehicle drives, let's look at the exterior design. Up front, the vehicle gives you the sense that it means business. You have an aggressive front end which features active air vents for aerodynamics on the facelift. The facelift came with a much sharper front end and a slightly bigger front grille compared to the pre-facelift. You have a bold Hyundai badge in the middle of the massive front grille and N Performance on the left hand side. The blacked out grille goes well with the mandatory red strip on a hot hatch. This vehicle reminds me more of the original GTI than the current GTI does. The initial pre-facelift had LED headlights and daytime running lights. The facelift takes everything to the next level. The daytime running lights are now integrated in the LED headlights. The upgraded LED headlights and daytime running lights give it even more road presence. I mean, just look at it. This is a handsome beast. I love the Golf GTI, but this would be just that much more special. From every angle, there is just exciting design cues. The side profile features 19-inch alloy wheels in the spec 235/35/19, a recipe for pothole damage if you're not careful. On the facelift, the rims are fully blacked out. You have red brake calipers with N performance badging on them. The vehicle features a blacked out N side skirt that goes well with the blacked out window trims and mirrors. Indicator turn signals are integrated in the mirrors. Keyless entry comes as standard. At the rear, you have the obligatory hot hatch spoiler, and this one is functional. The vehicle features dual exhaust pipes, and just in case you forgot, for a stock car, this is truly amazing. The dual exhaust pipes are well integrated into the rear diffuser, and the red strip just adds more fire. You have I30N badging at the rear to make sure that the people know that this is the real deal. I mean, if you know, you know. The vehicle features LED tail lights and the design matches the headlights. The rear has an overall antagonistic and bold design. As for practicality, well, this is still an i30, so there is plenty of that. Boot capacity is rated at 395 liters with the rear seats up, and 1,301 liters with the bench folded, making it one of the most roomiest cars in its segment. In comparison, the Golf 8 GTI has 380 liters of boot capacity with the seats up and 1,237 liters with the seats folded. At the heart of it all, they will all take care of your drinks and cooler box needs for the weekend. Before getting into the interior, let's just simply drive this beast. Let's start with the urban driving scenario. On the day of the test drive, luckily it was not a busy day. For day-to-day driving, you have normal mode and eco mode. The vehicle is highly customizable to your own standard and taste. In normal and eco mode, the suspension is okay for day-to-day driving. It offers some level of comfort. Just a bit of caution, unless you're on smooth roads, keep away from N mode hardcore. If you are tempted to have it in N mode, try to set the suspension and steering wheel to normal at least. In Sport and Sport Plus modes, the steering wheel is weighty and the vehicle can be brutally hard as it becomes extremely stiffened up. If you fail to take heed of my advice, bumpy roads will feel as if though you're driving over a teenager's face. On the highway, that's where the i30N becomes even more alive. Even in full N mode, you can enjoy the drive as the highway is generally smooth. Overtaking is easy as there is always enough power delivery. Change down and put your foot on the ground and enjoy the pull into your seat. Claimed fuel average was 8.8 liters per 100 for the pre-face and 8.9 liters per 100 kilometers for the facelift. And if you ever find yourself on the Autobahn, you can easily max it out to its limited top speed of 250 kilometers per hour. Moving on to the interior, the i30N's interior features a premium and upmarket feel to it. The vehicle features soft touch materials where it matters most. The seats are electronically adjustable and feature memory seat settings for 2 people. The seats are covered in leather and Alcantara inserts. I like the blue and white contrast stitching. The vehicle comes as a package with safety systems such as lane keep assist, forward collision warning, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic collision avoidance assist, and should it all go wrong, well, eCall will call emergency services for you. The vehicle features a 10.25-inch touchscreen infotainment system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capabilities. In contrast, the pre-facelift only had 8 inches. Like they say, bigger is better. The infotainment system will allow you to see essential driving information on power, torque, G-force, lap times, and turbo boost. And navigation comes as standard in the facelift. The instrument cluster is a mix of both a digital screen and traditional dials, which can be operated through steering wheel controls. You have a chunky steering wheel with a heated function as standard. The vehicle features pedal shifters for your boy racer moments. These are mounted on your blue stitched steering wheel. The steering wheel features shortcut buttons for the NGS, also known as the N green shift and N mode moments. NGS is a button that allows you to enjoy the full performance of the vehicle for 20 seconds. For our purposes, we'll refer to NGS as stage 1 NOS. Telephonic buttons, volume control, lane keep buttons and drive modes are all on the steering wheel. Oh, and lest I forget, front seats are heated as standard. At the rear, the vehicle features ISOFIX anchor points for the child seat. Blue performance stitching continues with the seats covered in leather and Alcantara inserts. The panoramic sunroof comes as standard and makes the vehicle airy, however it does not eat headroom. The downside to the rear is that it is a bit compact at the rear and passengers above 1.86 meters will struggle for space. The vehicle features 2 power outlets, a USB port and wireless charging. Door pockets are of a decent size for water bottles. There are 2 cup holders at the front and 2 at the rear center armrest. Overall, the interior is well executed and practicality is not an issue. We have now come to the end of the video and it is now time to discuss the cost of ownership. With a recommended retail price of $795,500, cost of ownership will set you back $19,886 with an installment of $15,552 at an interest rate of 12% over a period of 72 months. Insurance of 2,000 Rand and fuel of 2,334 assuming you'll fill the 50-liter tank 2 times in a month. If you go for the 2021 version in red, installment would reduce to 11,218, bringing your total cost of ownership to 15,552. At the time of filming, our used car cost 599,999. If you're interested, it is at Haval Fury Woodmeet, the used car division. The vehicle had only done plus minus 16,000 kilometers on the clock. I will leave my email in the link description below just in case you're interested. I have confidence that I can bring it down further to around 570,000 rands if we try. Thank you very much for watching. Please do not forget to like and to subscribe to the channel for more dope content like this. As we continue to clear up the backlog, if there's any vehicles you'd like to see on the channel, please do let me know. This is the People's Channel after all.